Keep smacking that mat, baby. Oh. Oh, I got two of you on already. Oh, what's up? Good morning. Oh. Thunder Dragons. What's up, Neos? Yeah. That's not bad. There's three of you up here. Sweet. That's not a bad start. Great. I'll probably go done that louder, but my microphone's way over there. I used to love making that joke whenever my stepbrother would load up his PlayStation. In pain, let's play card games. Oh yeah. No better mental remedy than playing card games. Except maybe a can of Red Bull, but that's neither here nor there. Forgive my voice this morning. I don't even know what the hell he was summoned. Brandon? I don't know. Funny that... Yeah, it was just my cane. Funny that you would ask me to say the EA Sports quote, Neos, because I was just messaging someone about a voice acting gig yesterday. I don't know what it is. They were posting really quick and for a stoic character from the ages of 30 to 50. Didn't give any other description than that. And I mean, I'm 37, so I figure I can give some sort of attempt. One face down, an end return. Come on, you gotta use those back legs. I'm not surprised to see that. But I'm okay with that, to be honest. That is a baby. That is my 9-month-old baby. She's almost 10 months old. She'll be 10 months old on the 6th of August. She is. Right over there on the couch. I have one of my long mats unfolded so she can play on it. Can't be destroyed by battle. Yeah, sure why not. Yo, Skith. I love my baby. Fun fact, she cannot crawl while she's awake. She can't do it consciously, but she can crawl in her sleep. Now on the flip side of that is when she's awake, she can stand up if she has assistance, like something to hold on to. She can push herself upwards. But she can't crawl when she's conscious, and it's funny as hell because I was saying it for months that she was always gonna walk before she crawled, which makes her so head fast and exactly like me. What do you mean, what? Summon Colossus. It's not difficult to walk before crawling. It just depends on how strong your legs are and how much balance you can have. Her problem is that whenever she's on her belly to do her crawling, 1 second. Anyway, what her problem is when she's on her belly, she'll more plank than she will do the crawling, and then when she tries to do push-ups, that's about all she can do before she slips and falls. But she can't put, like, for some reason she can't figure out to put her legs to the mat or to the floor, and then use them to push herself forward, so she can't move forward. She only pushes herself backward. On the flip side of that, though, if she's sitting upward and she's got something to put her hands on, she can push herself up and then stand on both of her legs. She just can't walk fully yet. It would make more sense if I had continued to film her progress when it comes to growing, but I decided that was unfair to her as a parent, and she deserves better than to be put, plastered online, because there are way too many weird people online these days. So, but it would make more sense. What's up, Josh? Was that supposed to say Runic Naturia? If so, then no, I have not. Wait. What all do I have in the graveyard? I'll use it as base. And tell me about Runic Naturia. Rubbing her eyes, and whenever she does that, that's her fighting going to sleep. So when I turn the lights off, it's easier for her to relax and go to sleep. turn the lights back on. Infinite spell negate? Ugh, I hate Omni negates and infinite negates. I say, having a Colossus sitting right there. He doesn't negate anything, but he's a perfectly good standing floodgate. Slithering floodgate, technically. But you get my point. Who's the infinite spell negate? Is it, what was it? The spells. Or am I thinking of something, or am I not thinking of the correct card? Am I too far behind? I'm going to give a very unpopular opinion and say that I think floodgates are, to a degree, healthy for the game. Just like I genuinely believe that one max C per deck is healthy for the game. My reason why is because floodgates force players to think more creatively, both on the forefront and during the side decking when it comes to getting their wins. If you can't properly side deck against or play against a floodgate that stops you, then that's doing its job, to be honest. That being said, I will also say that there are floodgates that are way too freaking powerful, like Mystic Mine and Imperial Order. So, yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought Fury Beast with the spell negates. See, Summon Limit I think would have been good had it been turn restrictive, like if it were like deck lockdown and only lasted for a certain number of turns. That Summon Limit, it was way too far for that. But things like I'm gonna send 6 cards to the graveyard. I think I can do that. See, I don't have a problem with Summon Limit being gone also because I main deck Fossil Dino, which stops all of this. But also, to flip along, I'm also playing place Floodgate to stop my own decks. I own that. Good win a SummerSlam. I do, and I think Dominic's going to be the reason. See, Dino Duels, that's a good idea for deck lock, or having deck lockdown. Because deck lockdown's always been a primary thought of, for me to have in a side deck, but then again, so I've had that mindset since Gladiator Beast, where, you know, the big dogs. First things first, as a Power Rangers fan, I love that it's a literal direct rip-off of Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Let's start off with that opinion right there. Second, I've dipped my feet in the waters of Dinomorphia. I like how fast they can be, but I didn't spend enough time on it to get the correct feel that I preferred for it, so I didn't continue with the deck. I'm not saying it's a bad deck, I'm just saying that as a player with a certain standard of play feel, I guess you could say, it wasn't my preference. That's really it. But the card artworks are awesome. I can give it that. Josh just likes asking if people like wrestling, if they're gonna watch stuff. Missy Bees. Josh, WWE probably just isn't his primary thing, if any, or if at all. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Where's a Nibiru when I want it? Seriously. Yes, it is. SummerSlam is one of the 4 big pay-per-views. Oh, you stupid bastard! You just droll and Lockbird on your turn. On your end phase of your turn. You are so dumb. Unless. Yu-Gi-Oh! And WWE. That's what we have Dino Wrestlers and Ultimate Athletes for. And Battling Boxers. See, I'm kind of with Dino Duels on that one, watching Power Rangers while playing Yu-Gi-Oh! As Power Rangers, because that's also what we have the Super Quantums for, which I have the full deck of in my office. What to summon from my deck? Obvious answer. I think it's because the hype for Dynamorphia kind of died down. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of how so much of it was ultra rare, but then again, I can't complain. Most of my Thunder Dragon deck was super and ultra in this thing. Like the rarity distributions in this game are so odd. My favorite Power Rangers series, MMPR, Zeo, and Turbo, only because those are the typical answers for anyone. My personal favorite is Power Rangers SPD. What's up, Leviathan7? We're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh!, WWE, and Power Rangers. Anyway, grab a sneakers. Maybe I should have grabbed. There's a. I'm not happy. Well, I might be able to fix that. Yeah, I can fix that. What kind of weird decks are you talking about? Dude, I love Power Rangers Time Force. I have so many autographs in Jason Font. It's great. I have photos with him. I've met him twice. Technically I've met him 3 times actually. I have a Time Force badge that I have on my jacket right over there. A replay? I don't usually watch replays on my live streams unless I'm on a break or away from the screen, and then I do live duel, or I'll play a live duel, but that's about it. That's right. I need to stay-at-home dad, so technically I don't have a job except for my baby girl. I am actually physically injured, so I cannot work. So I spend a couple hours a day streaming here, and then I spend the rest of the day taking care of my home and my little girl. Don't take it personal. Yes, I was not a fan of Power Rangers Wild Force for the most part. Well, let me rephrase that. I wasn't a fan of the actors or their acting. Wild Force in general was a decently written series, and Forever Red is always top tier. I'm doing all this and didn't even realize I had a 4800 attacker standing right in front of me. Oh well. My second favorite series is Jungle Fury. I actually named my second child after Jungle Fury Yellow Ranger. First child after the very first Red Ranger. I haven't been able to make a local since 2020. Well, I made one locals earlier this year, but before that, not since 2020. So I am trying to prepare for... Oh, shit! I am trying to prepare for next year's regional season, because I do want to hit up a regional or two. That's big. Anyway, Josh, do you think Roman comes after the Bloodline? I think it's a possibility that Roman returns with to take on the Bloodline and ruins the Solo versus Cody match. And yes, rest in peace to the Red Ninja Storm Ranger. He went a long while ago. What's wrong, little girl? Give me a second. What's going on? Ooh, that hurt. Anyway. The last time I was at a regional was in 2013, and I made 12 with Hieretics. That was my only invite ever, and I didn't get to go. Why Green Rangers specifically? And I swear if you say Tommy, I'm gonna lose it. If you're gonna like Green Rangers, then you could at least like Adam or boom. What's his face from Lost Galaxy? What's his face from Lightspeed Rescue? I feel bad that I can't remember their names. Cam from Ninja Storm. From Cosmic Fury or Dino Fury. You know what? I'll give you the Green Lantern argument right there. Later, Dino Duels. Also, the Shredder was a Green Ranger. I'm gonna just point that out right there. The only reason I'm going to accept that one, Neo, is because I know that's a wrestling thing. But I don't want you to get me in trouble because of comments, you know? Like, they'll get on to people for saying, man, I love frogs, and abbreviating it as MILF. So, just, let's all be careful. Why would I max C at the end of your turn? I don't think Tiffany Stratton's gonna cash in just yet. It's way too quick. They don't want to. They already ruined one cash in this year. They can wait for a while for another cash in. Give Bailey some Starlight. Give Tiffany some Starlight. Shit. Have them bump elbows every once in a while. Why do I have? Okay, give it a good build-up. That's all I'm saying. Cold by the grave. Then again, who is Bailey going up against tomorrow or on Saturday? Or is it actually Tiffany versus Bailey? And if so, why? Nia, okay. She's beaten Nia before. She can do it again. Man, I love the collaborations I've been doing recently. The talent deserves to go outside of the company to make more money and make more of a name for themselves. Man, I do not see them letting LA Knight beat Logan. It would be one hell of a decision. Because right now, Logan Paul's still the longest running champion in the company. And he's still a call for YouTubers who watch his YouTubes and his podcasts. So, I just don't think they're going to take it off of Logan Paul just yet. Not unless he causes himself another controversy. Two ounces, right? Oh, one? Oh, no, I'm good then. Oh. Neat. Or as you do. Which one almost for some? Maxi for a reason. Hi there, little girl. Man, all of the yeet. I'm always down for Jey Uso. Actually, I take my little girl's hands and I do this with her hands all the time, going yeet, yeet, yeet. I'm trying to get her to do the yeet thing. That's what I think is going to go with the whole bloodline thing. Because Roman, both Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo and his bloodline. Because you can't have the bloodline without Sami Uso. I don't think Brock will be back yet, but I think he's coming soon. They don't bring him up at a press conference without it being a foreshadow. So he'll be back sometime soon. Probably not for SummerSlam though. Might start doing something for him for the Rumble though. Hopefully not gives him the top spot at the Rumble though. Hey, Gunther wants a shot at him, so they're gonna take that. But isn't Damian Priest going up against Gunther on Saturday? I'll admit, I don't think I've ever seen Chris Statlander in action. I mean, she gets quite a bit of Ooh, I haven't seen Sarko in a couple of days, actually. I doubt I'll watch AEW. We do have plans for today. It just depends on if she goes back to sleep, if I manage to go to sleep. Depends on who sleeps and when. But I can guarantee that I will not see it. Dude, unlocking memories for me. That, like, Wacko doing... No, Yakko doing the countries and Wacko doing the states. Little Night. Not at all what I was thinking that was. Okay. Okay. Nah. Just take away Dragon Dark so I can activate it. Oh, she is the one that beat Jade Cargill before she left, isn't she? She's not the best. Britt Baker is the best. Second is Sky Blue. SP Luke Knight. Oh, I've got enough. Good. Have I ever watched My Little Pony? I have a unicorn collection with over 200 unicorns, and you don't think there's at least one or a dozen My Little Ponies in there? I have a porcelain Princess Celestia. It's awesome. Tail broke off on me though, which is really sad. They might give Tony Storm a win back. Not a win back, but a win. I mean, that last promo I saw earlier this morning was pretty sick. Should have cut off my head. That's a broken woman right there. I think they're about to change her from the Marilyn Monroe persona she's been doing, because that's a broken head right there. Spending a lot of time talking. Oh. I just had to make them impatient. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? I started singing Bob the Builder and she gets excited and happy. She loves Bob the Builder. Like my daughter loves Bob the Builder. She loves watching the show. She gets immediately bright and smile on her face when I have Miss Rachel on TV. And I'm getting her into Little Bear, and she does enjoy the fight scenes when I watch Power Rangers. That's not a bad hand, that's just not a good hand. Postman Pat? I've never heard of Postman Pat. Have you heard of the Bananas in Pajamas? Because I plan on getting her on that too. And Bear in the Big Blue House. Roly Poly Oly, oh hell yes. All of the shows from my childhood. She's never seen Sesame Street. Oh, Emancipators. Either fade it out or force them to play it through. say she doesn't like Sesame Street, she's just never seen it. That's all. She'll see it someday. I do plan on showing her quite a bit of Sesame Street, because my favorite part of Sesame Street was Elmo's rivalry with Rocco. And I do plan on showing her all of those. Along with the Snuffleupagus saga, where Big Bird couldn't convince anyone that he was real. And then he just disappeared again. There's quite a bit of Sesame Street history that I want to show her. We just haven't gotten there because we don't have access to Sesame Street right now. Is Barney technically a Muppet? Is he a Jim Henson creation? That's a very good question. We're gonna find that out right now. Because technically a Muppet is only a Jim Henson creation. Non-Henson, so he's technically not a Muppet, but I do agree that his show did have some value. And man, if we're talking side characters from Sesame Street, give me Grover all day long. Give me Super Grover all day long. And the Count, he's my favorite vampire. Ow. Dude, Bert and Ernie, don't get me started on Bert and Ernie. They are the original power couple. And my favorite scene of theirs is when Ernie was looking for his wastebasket that was on Bert's head, and Bert was like, "Look at me again." Like, Bert was just always so done with Ernie. He always is, always was, always will be, and I love them for it. Like, they are the Sesame Street equivalents of the old men in the tower seats from the Muppet movies. The only exciting adventure I ever had for a birthday was when I was 8 and my dad threw me a Power Rangers party. It was within the first year of Power Rangers, so it was awesome. But other than that, yeah, I don't talk about birthdays really. Oh, you were so close. Sorry, I looked over and she was so close to doing a forward crawl. Messy babes. Oh, you grabbing it? Oh, my darling. That's a pretty big token now, isn't it? Look at that ant. Alright, you're not gonna like me too much after this, are you? My birthday is on the 13th of August, so my birthday is in exactly 13 days. It is about a fortnight away. We don't talk about Little Bill because we don't talk about Bill Cosby. Missy Babels. Missy Babes. Give Daddy a few moments. Grandma, try to crawl. Push yourself forward. Yeah, Bill Cosby, bad person. We don't talk about. No matter how good the children's show was. Doesn't give him a pass. I know it's a show for kids. It's from my generation. The point is that it's creator and it is about a bad person, so we don't give that bad person the light of day. I've seen some of the original Voltron, but none of the modern. Let me rephrase that. I was a fan of Voltron and learned Voltron's existence. So I was always kind of on the Power Rangers side of that spectrum. Kind of like Star Wars versus Star Trek. The Star Wars side, because I watched Star Wars before I watched Star Trek, which is funny, because my dad was obsessed with Star Trek. Neither here nor there. The Voltron, it's the Mighty Power Rangers. That's basically what it is. And it's funny because they have no relation to one another, and they're not. I'm not even sure which one's old. I'm pretty sure Super Sentai. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sentai is older because I think the Sentais are from the 70s and beyond. Voltron is from the 80s. Power Rangers is from the 90s. So, and then we got the second wave Voltron from the 2010s, technically. Same thing when I was a child, so I've got experience with the original Thundercats, but not the modern Thundercats. And I've got to say, the original Thundercats wasted their entire budget on their opening scene because their in-show animation was horrible. Like, it bothered me so much. Like, even more so than the He-Man animation, because the He-Man animation just looked like the animation cells were being placed on top of one another and then physically moved to generate the animated movements. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying, for a show that was high built and especially fan opening sequence, the show itself was just lagging. What can I say? I've always been a real stickler and particular on the aesthetics of a cartoon that I've always watched, but then again, as someone who's been so focused on illustration and visual arts since I was her size. It's just, aesthetics mean a lot to me. That being said, Thundercats, the concept was pretty damn cool. Not as cool as Transformers, though. Come on, do something about it. Yeah. Make your way over. Oh? Changing trajectory? Oh, come here! Do something about it. Oh. See, you got the right position now. Just push yourself forward. That's not it. Come on. Disney, are you going to take it? I don't have any plans on ever taking her to a Disney theme park for the two primary reasons of travel and finances. Is that a dual rider I'm looking at? Okay, that's cool. See, I've been to a very few number of theme parks and amusement parks in my lifetime. I used to work at one, don't get me wrong. Because I used to work at Local Fun in Kansas, or in Missouri. But theme parks they've never really been my thing. Oh, I know it's hot in Florida. Nuts. Okay. Well, I dropped applesauce on my channel shirt, so now I have to go and throw it in the wash. Okay. I can go 6 more minutes and make it a full hour. I'm on the stream without my channel shirt. Roller coasters are awesome, though. I just can't ride them anymore because of my physical condition. And it is not okay to spill things on my chair. It's never okay for me to spill things on my chair. Especially when my clothing means this much to me. Yeah, I don't like having dirty clothes. I don't like wearing dirty clothing, especially when it's obvious that something is on it. It makes me feel disgusting. Like, even right now, I've wiped it off. It's dry and everything, but it's still fresh. Yeah! Hey, no! Max 2 pre, bitches! That was horrible. Somebody has a synchro summon. Desi and I have been to our state fair once together, but we haven't gone as a family yet because she was born after the state fair last year, so we will be taking her this year. And we're gonna take her to a function next October. If I ask a question, why do you guys call me Harris? Not complaining. I was just curious as to why that's the only thing to do. Saturday, since summertime's going, some AEW Fight Forever. If people are still on playing that. And then we have some wrestling content going on the day of a pay-per-view. That's a lot of synchro monsters. Well, the only reason I asked is because my goal for the character name was to be Bad News, because Harris is my last name, not my first name. I mean, like I said, I'm not complaining. I was just curious. Like, I'm not gonna ask you to stop calling me that. I was genuinely that was the first option as opposed to the other. There's nothing beyond that, I promise. Like, what matters to me is I got you guys as a community, but I like to feed my curiosity, if nothing else. Oh, I didn't realize you were in there. Yes and no. Technically, I did get my nickname during the time frame that Wade Barrett was Bad News Barrett, but that's not where I got the name. My name was actually given to me after a mirror match at a locals, and the guy that I was playing didn't think I could beat him, and I 2-0'd his sorry ass without taking any damage. And then, before I hit him with my last attack, I said I had some bad news for him. And thus, Bad News Harris was born. So, long story, but two completely different instances. Also, you notice that I don't make it a point to say I've got bad news a lot, and that's just because that Bad News Harris isn't really a gimmick thing. It's just that I, as the character in Bad News, I don't deliver the bad news. If that makes any sense? Technically, my first name is Casey. Here, I will spell it out in the chat real quick. Like, technically, my first name is just those two capital letters. Am I even typing? Does not look like it. Alright. And then when it comes to the Bad News Harris name, the first name is Bad News. With my last name, if that makes sense. First is yes, second is no, third is no, and the fourth is no. I've never seen it spelled that way. Creative, I like that. But no, my name just has two letters in it. There's nothing special about it. They're not initials or anything. They're not a first and last, or they're not a first and middle initial. No, they are literally just two letters as the first name. My dad wanted a unique first name for his child, so that's what I got. I do have a middle name, but I don't express my middle name because I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. But as I was saying, Neos, I'm not gonna ask you to stop calling me Harris, because I mean if that's what you guys have always called me. That's no big deal. Like I said, I was just curious as to the reason behind it. No biggie. What do you mean? Was what from a YouTube channel? Dino duels bouncing back and forth like a squash ball. There we go. Poink poink. Do we guys have anything else that we want to talk about before I hop off to throw this into the wash and to get started on that one's lunch 2 hours early? Was what from a YouTube channel? Like, my YouTube channel is based on me all over the place. Like, my name comes from when I earned it in playing that Yu-Gi-Oh game. My shield here is based off the shield that I designed in high school that I've kept synonymous with myself since 2006. My favorite deck currently is Thunder Dragons. Close second currently is Yubel because I'm really enjoying the flow of a Yubel deck, especially with the new support. And in Edison format, I'm enjoying playing with Yubel too, so that's a close second. Though my favorite, well, my top deck sentimentally is Cyberdarks, because I won my first tournament with a Cyberdark deck back in 2007. So, but when it comes to like functional decks that are my favorites, I can't rank them all like as numbered because I play a deck because I enjoy it, and I've got things like Teledad that was so good, Dino Rabbit I loved, Chaos Fairies from back in the day. I mean, hell, let me think. I've done I tried windups for like 2 weeks, X-Sabers for a while. Oh, that was fun. And then I built a Neos deck, like a specifically built Neos Knight deck that was so much fun to use. Yeah, Nightmare Pain is such a pain in the ass, especially during the XYZ festival, because I was using Yubel in the XYZ festival and causing people to burn themselves, forcing them to attack me, or I would just Geist Grinder Golem into them, or I would Gustav Max them. It was great. Okay. Time to get the non-streaming part of my day started. It was fun talking to everybody. Thank you for joining, and I will be back on tomorrow. So, see you then.